That's the best translation in English. Of course, it's a very subtle thing. And yama is control. So pranayama is basically the control, regulation, and expansion of the vital energy. And the practice of pranayama is an act of generating and cultivating that energy. If we understand energy properly, you'll also realize that when the body is diseased or when we fall sick, it is usually because the body has depleted all its energy and it doesn't have the energy to fight the virus or any bacteria from the external environment. So it's very important, especially now, to keep our energy up, you know. For me, pranayama works great, as well as asanas and yoga poses, of course. But this, my entire point of doing this, live session was because a lot of people think yoga is just asana. They don't realize that there is like asana is a very small percentage of what yoga really is. And so of course the next step is pranayama, which actually, and there are also some people who think they just want to jump to meditation without, having correct control over the mind, which can also be quite scary, just going deep into meditation just because you're not ready for it. So pranayama helps us to prepare for that. And also, why is breath so important? Why do we pay so much attention to the breath? So as you know, breath is of course that one thing that is with us from the time we're born to when we stop existing on the planet. So it deserves that kind of importance, and we don't even realize so many of us are not breathing correctly in our day-to-day life. So we'll be practicing correct breathing right now, the deep abdominal breathing, and also, so what is the connection between breath and the mind? So they say that the breath is the vehicle of prana, and since everything is energy, since everything is energy, so breath, they say, is the most gross. Like you can feel energy in the form of breath. You can't feel your thought. You can't feel your thought, right? So thought is the most subtle form of energy. So that's how breath and thought are so connected. So once we try to control our breath, we move towards controlling the mind and our thoughts. So it's a very, very important practice. I can't explain how much. You will realize once you start practicing, if, of course, you might not find big changes overnight. Of course, you will end up for sure feeling calm after the practice and everything. But deep within, there are a lot of benefits which you will find only after regular practice. So I think that's enough talk for now. We'll start with deep abdominal breathing. Right, so just sit comfortably on the floor. Those who joined later, I hope you've got yourself a cushion. So you can place your hips on the cushion so that the knees are, lower than the hips. This helps us keep the spine straight. All right, we'll keep the hands in chin mudra to begin with. The index and thumb are together. So the index and thumb are together. So I'll just explain this mudra to you first. It's very interesting. So what is yoga? Yoga in Sanskrit means union, to join. Join what? To join the individual consciousness or the Atman to the universal consciousness or Brahman. So our index finger represents that individual consciousness and the thumb represents the universal consciousness. So when we join the two, it's called chin mudra with the palms facing up. And when we keep the palms facing down, it's called gyan mudra. Right, so today we'll keep the hands in chin mudra. Those who are doing abdominal breathing for the first time can just watch me first. So what I'm doing is keeping the awareness on my belly, on the abdomen. I'm just taking deep breaths. And you'll notice when I'm breathing in, my abdomen is expanding and moving out. And when I'm breathing out, my abdomen is contracting and breathing and moving in. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, when we do this, there's more space for our lungs to bring in more oxygen to the body because the diaphragm is moving down when we inhale, right? So you can keep your eyes closed. I'll be counting. We'll be counting in the ratio of 1:1, so keeping the inhalation and exhalation equal for now. Yeah, so if you're new to the practice, feel free to keep the eyes open. You can watch me. And of course, if you've done this before, keep your eyes closed. Keep the spine straight. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Become aware of the breath. The inflow and outflow of air through both nostrils. And those who are new to the practice, see if you want to place the right palm on the belly. Now getting ready for deep abdominal breathing. Together, let's inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Keep the eyes closed. Take a few deep more breaths. Keep breathing deeply. As you inhale, abdomen expanding. As you exhale, abdomen contracting. Keep breathing deeply. In abdominal breathing, feel as though you are drawing the energy and breath in and out directly through the navel. So the awareness is on the abdomen area, on the navel. Keep taking deep breaths. All right, now start breathing normally and comfortably, your usual pace of breathing. And now slowly, whenever you're ready, open the eyes. So I hope that felt good for everyone. Deep breathing actually really calms the nervous system down, the parasympathetic nervous system. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them or ask me at the end of the session. Now let's move on to the second practice of Kapalbhati. Now Kapalbhati is really cleansing. So Kapal meaning skull and Bhati means shining. So they say that with regular practice, your body releases so many toxins that your face and your hair shine with good health. So yeah, it's a very beneficial practice. And also helps in, like I said, cleansing techniques. So it helps in removing all the toxic air from the lungs, also clearing the nasal passage and the entire respiratory system. So especially during these times, it's really good to keep the respiratory health good. But of course, if you know anyone who is pregnant or has had any um, abdominal surgeries in the recent past, don't advise this to them. It's better for them to start this after a while. Cool, so I'll be showing it to you now. And then of course, I'll be explaining some common mistakes that people might do so that you can avoid those mistakes, and then we'll practice it together. All right, so Kapalbhati is basically forceful exhalation and passive inhalation. So you can just watch me first. My hands are in Chin Mudra. So you saw every time I was exhaling forcefully, my tummy was moving in towards the spine. And I wasn't focusing too much on the inhalation. That was happening passively and automatically. The focus is only on the exhalation. And the tummy moves in during the exhalation. So some common mistakes that people might do are, when they're breathing, they might end up moving their chest too much. So we want to avoid that. The only part of the body that's moving in this practice is the belly. Everything else, keep it still. And also another mistake, sometimes people tend to tense up the facial muscles. So they might be like, we're avoiding that also. Just keep the face completely relaxed. Only the abdomen is moving. All right. Also, first time practitioners might, if in case you feel any dizziness, just come to lie down on the mat and come to sit up whenever you feel comfortable. I haven't experienced any dizziness in this practice, nor have I heard of anyone, but I know that it's possible. And some of you are first time practitioners here, so I'm just letting you know that in case you feel dizzy, come to lie down, and then once you're comfortable, sit up once again. All right. So yeah, just remember the inhalation is passive. You're not controlling that. It's happening automatically, and the exhalation is forceful, and the tummy moves in during the exhalation. All right, so let's get started. I'll be doing the counting. Let's do 2 rounds with breath retention during between both rounds. I'll be doing the counting, so you can go with me so that you're not doing it too fast or too slow. So every time I say 1, you exhale, right? So let's practice. Let's do 40 counts in the first round and 60 counts in the second round. All right, so sit comfortably. Make sure the spine is straight. Keep the hands in Chin Mudra again, index and thumb together, palms facing up. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Again, those practicing for the first time, keep the right palm on the belly. And also if you want to keep your eyes open for the practice, feel free. Alright, sitting tall, keep the trunk straight. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Now getting ready for the first round of 40 counts. Inhale. And begin. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Relax. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Relax the body, relax the breath. Alright, now we'll get ready for a short round of breath retention. This is to improve our concentration. So we'll try to hold the breath for about 30 seconds. So sitting tall, keep the spine straight. Now take a comfortable breath in. Fill up only 3/4 of the lung capacity. And hold the breath here. Now bring the awareness between the eyebrows, the Agya chakra. And focus on that point for the next few moments as we hold the breath. Very good. Now slowly with control, exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. So I hope that felt good for the first timers. Another trick that you can do while practicing the second round is you can imagine that there's a fly on the tip of your nose. And without using your hands or moving any part of the body, you're just trying to remove that fly from the tip of the nose by exhaling out. So if that helps, and this time I'll be coming forward to see that everyone's doing it correctly. All right, this time let's do 60 counts. Sit tall, sit straight. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Getting ready for the second round. Inhale, keep the shoulders relaxed. And begin. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Relax. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. All right, keep the eyes closed. We end the practice of Kapalbhati with a short breath retention. This time, let's try to hold the breath in for a little bit longer for added benefits. All right, sitting tall. Keep the shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, comfortable breath in, filling up 3/4 of the lung capacity. And let's hold the breath here, making sure there's no pressure on the lungs. If you feel any pressure on the lungs, feel free to slowly let go of the breath, and then you may inhale again. Keep the awareness between the eyebrows, the Agya chakra. Very good. Now slowly with control, let go of the breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Just stay with the breath for the next few moments. Awesome. And slowly let's open the eyes. So all of you were doing great. From whatever I could see, it looked perfectly fine. But still, if you have any questions, of course, shoot them at me at the end of the class. All right. And also another thing about Kapalbhati, it really activates the nervous system. So, I mean, 5:30 p.m. is a good time, but later than 6 or 7, avoid practicing it late evening. So it's great to do it on empty stomach in the morning, you know, before you've eaten and after you've cleared the stomach in the toilet. So it's great to do it then, like amazing benefits. So yeah, avoid doing it late in the evening because then you might have difficulty sleeping at night. All right, so let's move on to Anulom Vilom now, the third practice for today. So this practice, I mean, if I have to tell you my favorite two yoga practices, it would be Surya Namaskar and Anulom Vilom. So this is also called Nadi Shodhan, or alternate nostril breathing in English. Nadis are basically in Sanskrit, in English, they're called energy channels. So of course, they're in the subtle body. If I cut open my body, I will not be able to see the nadis. But if I have to correspond them to the nervous system, to the physiological level, you could call it the nervous system. And Shodhan is cleansing or purifying. So it really purifies the nervous system, all the nerves, all the, you know, the nerves carry the blood from all the parts of the body. So it's really good. Okay, so before we begin, I just want you to check right now, do a small test, see what the airflow is like from both nostrils. You can keep your fingers under the nostrils, close one, see how it is feeling from the right nostril, then see how it's feeling from the left nostril. Just take 2 minutes to see that, be aware of that. Is the flow more from the left or right? So it'll be different for different people. Now, if you check your flow after 90 minutes or 120 minutes, like 1.5 or 2 hours, you'll see that the flow has changed. If the flow is more from the left, the flow is more from the right after a while. So what Nadi Shodhan does is balances this flow. Of course, it takes a lot of time. It doesn't happen overnight. So yeah, what it does is balances the flow. And also, you'll know, of course, I'm sure everyone knows that your nostril, your breath is directly connected to the brain. So the left nostril, if you find that the flow is more from the left nostril, it's connected to the right brain hemisphere, which is more the creative side of the brain, right? So I mean, you can do a test any time of the day. If you feel that the left side flow is more, you're probably feeling more creative that during that, and when the right side flow is more, you're probably feeling more logical and analytical during that time of the day. So it's good to balance both brain hemispheres. So yeah, what else? All right, so I'll just show you what we'll be doing first. The first few rounds we'll be doing without retention. So just keeping the ratio between the inhale and exhale 1:2. So inhale we'll be doing for 4 counts and exhaling very slowly for 8 counts. And then we'll be moving on to the practice with retention in the ratio of 1:2:2. So inhaling for 4 counts, then holding the breath for 8 counts, and then retaining and then exhaling for 8 counts. So I'll show it to you, and then I'll show you what some common mistakes can be so that you can avoid it while practicing. All right. So I'm sitting tall. My left hand is in Chin Mudra, index and thumb are together. My right index and middle finger are folded towards the base of the thumb. First, I inhale through both nostrils and exhale through both nostrils. Then I close my right nostril with the right thumb. I inhale through left for 4 counts. And I exhale through right for 8 counts, very slowly. Then I inhale through right for 4 counts. And I exhale through left for 8 counts. All right, so this was one round, you know, when the round starts from the left and ends at the left. That's one round. This was without retention. Some common mistakes can be, I notice some people tend to keep this elbow to up or out. You know, we want to avoid that. Just keep the elbow relaxed so that we can sustain the pose for a longer time. Also, I sometimes find people are again moving the chest while inhaling, exhaling. So avoid that. Keep the trunk completely steady. Avoid any movement. Only the fingers are moving. All right. Other mistakes can be, of course, another very common mistake. So unconsciously, we tend to drop our chin while breathing, or we tend to move our head towards the right side. So just avoid that. Keep the chin parallel to the floor and the head straight, completely in line with the spine. So these are some things we want to be mindful about while practicing. So let's begin. I'll be counting for you, so don't worry about the counting. Just follow my instructions. All right, let's sit comfortably, cross-legged. Take a few deep breaths before we begin, centering the mind once again. Keeping the left hand in Chin Mudra, index and thumb together on the knee. Right index and middle finger towards the base of the thumb. Through both nostrils, inhale and exhale. Now let's close the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale through left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly right exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last exhale, left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Keep the eyes closed. Slowly release the right palm. Take a few deep abdominal breaths from the belly. All right, for the second set, now we'll introduce breath retention. It'll be the same practice, just during breath retention, close both nostrils. All right, once again, follow my counting. Keep the left hand in Chin Mudra, right hand in Vishnu Mudra. Sitting tall. Keep the spine erect, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale and exhale through both nostrils. Now close the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold the breath. Slowly right exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold the breath. And left exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold the breath. Right exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold. And left exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold. Right exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold the breath. Left exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils, hold. Right exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils. Last retention. And left exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly release the right palm. Take a few deep abdominal breaths as you keep the eyes closed. Stay with the breath. Feel the inflow and outflow of air through both nostrils. And whenever you feel ready, slowly open your eyes. All right, so some of you might have a question that in this practice, why are we exhaling for longer than we're inhaling for? That's actually very, very beneficial because that helps us in removing more stale air and waste products from our lungs, when we exhale for longer. So even when you're practicing, try to keep this ratio of 4:8 or 1:2. So keeping the exhalation double the length of the inhalation. Also, the breath retention during Anulom Vilom might be new to some of you. So the reason we do that is that when we're retaining the breath in the lungs, when we're holding the breath in, the rate of exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, the gases in the lungs, is increased, the rate of exchange. This means more oxygen from the lungs goes into our bloodstreams and more carbon dioxide from the blood is passed into the lungs for exhalation. So more waste product is exhaled out when we retain the breath. There's more time for that. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed these practices. To end this session, let's do a short relaxation. So let's start lying down on the mat. Let's move into Shavasana, just to balance out the energies in the body. Once again, another reminder to make sure it's not too cold in the room. Otherwise, the body will feel very cold in Shavasana. So if you need a blanket, maybe use a blanket. All right, keep the arms apart, legs apart. Keep the palms facing up to the sky. Keep the eyes gently closed. Keeping the head straight in line with the spine. Try not to turn the head sideways. Relaxing the entire body on the floor. Moving our awareness through different parts of the body, sending a mental suggestion of relaxation, relaxing the toes, relaxing the heels, ankles, shins, calf muscles, knees, thighs, hamstrings, hips, buttocks, pelvis, abdomen, chest, lower back, middle back, upper back. Now moving the awareness to the arms, relaxing the fingers, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, all the facial muscles. Let go of any worry lines from the forehead. And now relaxing the crown of the head. The entire body is relaxing. The entire body is relaxed. Now bring the awareness to the breath. Becoming aware of each inflow and outflow of air through the nostrils. Without letting a single breath go unnoticed. Let's start a countdown from 20, counting down each exhalation. We'll start together. Inhale 20, exhale 20, inhale 19, exhale 19, inhale 18, exhale 18. Now keep continuing as you count mentally. If in case you lose the count, or if in case you finish, start once again from the beginning. And now slowly let go of the awareness of the breath. Let go of all control as you relax completely, relaxing the body, breath, and the mind. Let go of any thoughts, worries, or concerns of the day. Be in a complete state of relaxation. Relax, relax, relax. Slowly starting to externalize the awareness now. Starting to breathe a little deeper than before. Slowly, let's move the fingers and toes, bringing sensation back to the body. Slowly turn the head side to side, gently. Come back to the center. Slowly, let's roll over to the right side. Take your time. Keep the eyes closed now as we sit up in our places. Sitting comfortably cross-legged. To end today's session, we'll chant Om 3 times, followed by a short prayer. For those who don't know the prayer, I've put the words up on the chat with the meaning. So you can either look at the words or sing along with me, or just keep your eyes closed and absorb the vibration.